and welcome to Business Law Online for the spring semester. I'll be your instructor. My name is Tammy Watkins. I want to give you a brief course tour, and of course, if you have any questions, please contact me through my email. This is the home page for the course. So on this page, you will always see the welcome announcements, the assignments for each week. This is the textbook information. So any important information will be on this very first home page, but mostly every week what you'll need to do is make sure you pay attention to the weekly assignments. So although this is an online class and you can work at your own pace, you will have assignments that are due each week. And I want you to understand that once the deadline passes, you will not be able to make up those assignments. So assignments are always due on Monday, so you'll have a week, including the weekend, to do your assignments. Assignments are always due on Mondays at 9 a.m. So in week 1, these are the assignments that are due this week. So you'll see those assignments are all listed here. I'll also show you where they are in the course, and they also show the amount of points for each assignment. For this course, you will need Cengage to access what we're going to use for the course. It's called MindTap. If you purchased Cengage Unlimited for your accounting class, then you will also have access to Introduction to Business Law, so you don't have to purchase a separate one. And that, again, is if you purchase the Cengage Unlimited option. You will need access to the Cengage MindTap, which is an access code. That also gives you access to the e-textbook, which is Introduction to Business Law. One thing that I really want you to pay attention to, one of the most important things, is that you want to, as soon as possible, to set up your Cengage MindTap account. You do have a free 2-week trial, so I encourage you to get into there right away so that you can get your assignments due. It gives you 2 weeks before you have to purchase it, so there's really no excuse for not getting those assignments done in week 1. So make sure that you get in there and access Cengage, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then here on the home page, there's also information about Cengage's support. You can contact them at their 800 number, or you can click there and open a support ticket, and they should be able to help you with any issues that you're having in Cengage. So that's really what's on the first page. I also want to bring your attention to the fact that I'm going to hold 3 virtual course meetings this semester, and I'm going to use Zoom, and I'll post that information in the course. The first one is Tuesday, January 14th. I'll also email that information to you. I'm going to use Zoom, so I encourage you to have a camera on your computer. I'm also going to have one on January 29th and March 17th. So I hope you're able to join me for those. We're going to discuss some important information. So that's the home page. And then if you go to the content link, this is where you'll see the majority of the information that you'll need for the semester. So first, I'd like you to go to the Welcome and Getting Started tab. And in this tab, you'll see there's course orientation information, so general information about the course. This is a 3-credit course. It's completely taught online. I give you the dates again for the Zoom meetings, which are face-to-face virtual course meetings. All weekly assignments are due on Monday at 9 a.m. It's important that you meet those deadlines because there are no makeups and there are no retakes for missed assignments or exams. If you have an extenuating circumstance, you can contact me prior, but otherwise, if you miss any assignments, you will receive a 0. In here, it talks about what your grade is based on for the semester. You'll have 4 exams. They're labeled quizzes in D2L. They're multiple choice, and there's an essay portion. You'll have 1 research paper that's due towards the end of the semester, and that's 20% of your course grade. You also have formative assessments. These aren't as heavily weighted as your summative assessments. Those are all the assignments you'll do in Cengage MindTap, which I'll talk a little bit more about that. And you also have discussions. Delaware Tech has the following grading system: the A, B, and the C. Anything below a 75 is an F. As I mentioned, you'll have a research paper. I'll show you where that's located, and that's due in week 13. Here's a little information about me. I try very hard to provide feedback for your assignments by the end of the week in which they are due. You are welcome to work ahead in the class. Just know that you must have your assignments due every week by the Monday. I do not grade ahead, so I will grade everything in the week in which they were due and get those back to everyone at the same time. Here's my email address. That's the best way to contact me. So I'm tkellywaugh@dtcc.edu. This is also my office number. My office is located in room 012. That's the front hallway of the Jason Technology Center at the Georgetown campus. And my office hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8:30 to 11:30. So you can usually reach me. But again, the best way to reach me is email. But please feel free to call me or contact me. I also have located in this section the weekly course schedule. There's also the syllabus, if you would like to download and look at that. And then this is the exam, quiz, and late assignment policy. And this is the department policy. And again, it will tell you that there are no exceptions for submitted late work unless you've contacted me prior or had an extreme emergency. Here's your weekly course schedule. So if you click here, it's a PDF. You could print this. This tells you everything that's due for the entire semester. In week 1, which started on Saturday, January 11th, these items are due by Monday the 20th at 9 a.m. So you can see every week you'll have a full week to do the assignments. And, I always encourage you to read the chapter, to review the PowerPoint. The items listed in red are the graded assignments. So in this first week, you'll have a discussion. I want you to do a video introduction of yourself. And then you'll have these other assignments, which are MindTap assignments for Cengage. And you'll access those this week, and you'll have your free 2-week trial. So that's located in the Welcome and Getting Started. If we go back to the content area, so we reviewed Welcome and Getting Started, the next part, and the part you'll locate the most, is the learning materials. So under the learning materials, all of the chapter PowerPoints are located in here for you to download and review. And then this part is set up by week. So in week 1, you'll see the topics that we're going to cover. And then when you click in there, it'll give you a brief introduction to the topics, the measurable performance objectives, and then you'll see the assignments. So in week 1, you're going to do a week 1 video introduction in the discussion. I ask that you post your video introduction for this discussion and then respond to 2 students by Monday. And that's again January 20th. And then in here you'll see for chapter 1, here's the, this is the link to read chapter 1. This is the chapter 1 PowerPoint. And then everything with a due date next to it are the things that are required. So to access worksheet 01-1, you'll click on it. It will take you then to Cengage, which is the MindTap, and it will ask you to set up your account if you haven't already. So because I've already been in Cengage, you can see that it took me directly to the worksheet. All these assignments in Cengage you can do multiple times. You have multiple chances at taking them. So you just click in here and start the assignment. I do want you to note, though, that you must go through the course to access them, because if you go just straight to MindTap and access them, they won't link to the course and they won't show up in your grades. So you must access Cengage through the business law course in D2L. So all of those Cengage MindTap activities that are located in here, again, they do count towards their grade, and that content you can take multiple times. You have multiple chances to take those. So as you can see in the first week, you have a couple of those to do: a worksheet, a case problem. Here's another worksheet for Chapter 2. So everything with a deadline in here and a dot next to it, and once you complete it, it'll give you a check mark. So you can see here it's showing that I completed that one. And then they will also show up in your grade book. So again, make sure that you complete those in the week in which they are due, and you will have multiple chances to take those. So you can see that those are the assignments for week 1. This is week 2. So again, week 2 tells you the topic. Here's what we're going to cover. You have a discussion in week 2, which you will post. You do not have to respond to your fellow students after week 1, but I did do a 5-star rating system. So once you post your discussion answers, you'll be able to see everyone else's, and you can rate theirs on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. So I encourage you to take advantage of that and read one another's other students' posts, 1 or 2 of them every week. But you do not have to write back or respond, but you can certainly do that. Then you can see the assignments that are due for Chapter 4. So that's the reading, that's the link to read the chapter, the PowerPoint. And then again, everything with a dot next to it and a due date, those are mandatory graded items. So those are the things that you definitely want to focus. Then you can see in Chapter 5, those are the items. And again, those are all in Cengage MindTap, but please access them through the course. All of the discussions and the exams are located in D2L, not MindTap. So you'll always access them as well through D2L. Week 3 is when you'll have your first exam, and you can see the exams located in the Week 3 folder. It gives you the instructions. So there's 4 exams. They're all identically created. So there's a part 1 that's 50 multiple choice questions, and they cover the chapters in the textbook. You'll have 2.5 hours to complete that part of the exam. And all of those questions come from the textbook, so make sure that you access the textbook and read that. You cannot pause or restart the exam, so once you open it, you must complete it. There are no retakes or makeups on exams. There's also no extra credit in this class. There's also a part 2, and those are the essay portion of the exam. You'll have 5 questions that you'll answer for 10 points each. And again, those are from the book. And so I encourage you to make sure that you have read and that you access the book and that you refer to the book when you answer the essay questions. So your first exam, like I said, is in week 3. You have 1 research paper that's due this semester. It will be due in week 13. You'll submit your research paper. The information for the research paper is located in a separate tab, so it's under research paper. So I encourage you to access that and take a look at it. You will choose a business law case and you will write a paper on that. The only other piece I want you to refer to is under the grade tab. This is where all of your grades will appear, and so I encourage you to check back and check your grades often. Make sure your Cengage items are moving over and that everything is graded in the grade book. I look forward to working with you this semester, and please contact me if you have any questions. Thank you.